Okay. This is me, Jay Shrink again. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all doing fine. I'm trying to do fine. I'm trying to get some heavy hitting topics here today. But this is my second topic. I was on Facebook and I have a mental illness support group on Facebook where we talk about different things that relate to those with mental illnesses and things of that nature. And I was reading on one day there was so much. I don't know if I was reading the news. I was reading social media, and the concept of, and I was looking at those people in Charleston, Virginia. And they were like wild packs of wild animals with those, tiki torches and everything, and white rights this, and white extremists, what you call them, Ku Klux Klan, the white nationalists, alt-right, all these different people, and the protesters. And so I was looking at that and studying that, and it led me, and the fact that I had done a video on Dylann Roof also. So it led me to the topic at hand today, which is, do you think extreme racism is a form of mental illness? Okay. Everybody has some degree of racism or sexism or bigotry or whatever. Okay. So, I mean, there's institutional racism, and that's just normal in our culture, a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists say. So you can't do anything about that too much, because that's the way the country was built, you know. So also, but extreme. And I've always wondered that too. Even when I was in graduate school, in psychology, I always wondered. It's like the humanists, these extreme racist people, the humanness is gone. It's like some form of personality disorder, unknown, unnamed, but it's there, So, and I was, I said I got Dylann Roof because I was looking at him, them taking him away, his laughing and giggling and making little entendres over killing the people like they were animals. And the thing about it, in the psychiatry, we call it the psychiatry Bible in the field, the DSM-5 that has, I don't know, 300, 400, however many personality and mental disorders. It does not have extreme racism to the point of wanting to kill, genocide, racism to the point of genocide. And two black psychiatrists have been trying to get the APA. It's dominated by white men, right? Okay. So Dr. Alvin Poussin, I know everybody knows him. Any black TV program, the Cosbys or anything else, he's a psychiatrist who consults for them. and Dr. Carl Bell, I'm sorry. They both tried to get the American Psychiatric Association to classify that extreme racism as a form of, I'm sorry, somebody's bumping, as a form of, as a form of paranoia or extreme paranoia, like these people are out to get me, whole groups, genocidal types of paranoia and genocidal type of delusions. These people are going to take over, or they're taking over, they're taking our jobs, they're taking our women, and they're mostly white males. Okay? So, and interesting enough, y'all, Britain they have it. They have the definition for that in there. Let me see what theirs is called. Oxford Handbook of Personality Disorders, which they reviewed in 2012. They call it pathological bias. And it's defined as extreme racist and supremacist views that could lead one to commit acts of violence against a person or persons of another race. And when you fixate on people, you fixate on black people or what other kind of people, black people really are the most fixated over. Because, the other non-whites, sometimes they'll let them blend in, or they'll give them honorary white status. But black people are never, ever given honorary white status. But anyway, so it says that Carl Bell, he's a professor of psychiatry at the University of Illinois. He believes it may be a disorder. He says 98% of racism is learned. And I agree. Most of it's learned. But when you get to the point where whole segments, races, religions of people you want to violently ethnically cleanse, then that's a problem. And you act up on it, that's a problem. Okay, he says it's some type of personality deficiency. He said these people project their problems onto a target, usually people from a different race. Paranoid disorder suffers, for instance, might project unacceptable feelings and ideals onto other people and groups. Okay. And, I said ever since 1969, Dr. Albert Poussaint tried to get extreme racism. And that's not the same racism that, the civil rights racism. That's and institutional racism. That's a different form of racism. The racism they're talking about is, Dylann Roof, oh Lord, so many of them. The Holocaust, just different groups of people, just whole swaths of people. And so the white psychiatrists say that they don't consider it pathological because it doesn't interfere with their day-to-day living. They keep going to work or do this or that, and that's not true. That's not true. They, because I've done some workplace studies, and they are loners. They are also the people who would do what they call postal, what you call it? God, I can't think what you call it. Going postal. They have guns and stuff in their toolbox or desk or whatever, and they ignore the boss, and they're just contrary. So they didn't do that aspect of it because that's the workplace. So they want a pill for overcoming this, but no such drug has been available. But it says the California Department of Corrections has been using antipsychotic drugs to deal with these people, probably with the delusions and the paranoia. And that's according to the Washington Post. And you have people want to move people, and you have slick ones too, like Richard Spencer. They want ethnic cleansing in North America, where it could be just white, And we talked about that. There's no way in the world people of color are everywhere. They're in Scandinavia, Greenland, Iceland, Finland, Sweden. They're everywhere. The only one place they could go is to the Caucasus Mountains or some little island, But anyway, so they said it wasn't just a social problem. It's a criminal problem, because these people they don't play. And I wish I had that thing to show you this video of this Afro-Latina reporter. She went to see this white man in his Ku Klux Klan outfit, and she was asking questions, and he was telling her all kind of stuff about black people this, black people that. And so anyway, he told her, I could shoot you right here and cut you up because you a nigger. The woman, she ran. She dropped that microphone, and she ran to that car and left. People like that is the ones you can't hold a conversation with, a decent conversation with. They won't speak to you unless you're white or something like that, or they ignore you. So, they really don't know, they really don't know what to do with it. But Dr. Poussaint believes they should have counseling. And it's a real touchy subject. But you don't want these people around spewing racism and killing innocent people for no reason, And like they said, that man that was on the Dallas police force, that officer, he had all kind of neo-Nazi tattoos on him when he killed a man when he was killed in Dallas. So, you don't know where they are, what they do. They just feel that the world is just going down, and they're patriarchal white males, and they should have all the rights and entitlements that the forefathers guaranteed them but the untouchable, non-white mud people are coming, especially black people. They especially hate black people and taking everything away, even their women, because their women are, raising biracial children. We're having a lot of biracial generation, with especially the millennial generation, So I don't know, but it just from a psychological viewpoint, it interests me. I think something's wrong with them. I really can't pinpoint exactly what's wrong with them. Low self-esteem, I mean, is definitely one thing that they are experiencing, and they have horrible self-esteem. I don't know. So, I mean, what do you think? Do you think extreme racism should be a form of mental illness? I mean, it shouldn't be like schizophrenia or something like that, but, because they did say, what's his name? Dylann Roof had schizoid personality disorder. That's a personality disorder. That's not a mental illness. It's not really the same thing. So just comment, subscribe, like, and I would like to get your feedback on this. And I'll see you later. Thank you.